very slow. It's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Oh, 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 surface of her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's time they fail, time they fail. Put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth. How they come in for you. Yeah, yeah, let's go. It's the missed opportunity train. It only comes on a very blue moon. Blink twice, and you missed it again. Waiting in line for the party to end. Guess you didn't get what they asked for. Not a genie in sight, that reality gets so. There's no point to being careful. Learn the rules of the game before you lose your mental. Pretty Caroline, the stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. It serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause this town ain't fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth. How they coming for you. Yeah, yeah,
What you know about good style? Turning up with the cool crowd. When you want, we can get down. When you want, we can get loud. Make our own sound. What you know about downtown? What you know about real pride? Coming straight from the underground. Now I'm living on my own cloud. Got my own sound. Take a bow, you the real thing. Looking sharp as a bee sting. Don't wait for the moment to come. We're taking control. We grab it and run. Ooh, nah, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, yeah. Ooh, nah, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, yeah. Full speed, all gas, no brakes. Move fast, no time to waste. Right move, right time, right place. Pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick it up. How you feel about the band groove and turn it up? That's some good music.
it feels so good. Oh my, gonna make my move. I'm all in, got nothing to lose. Oh my, gonna shake it off. It ain't no thing, it ain't no thing. Oh my, doing what I want. Gonna do my thing, do my thing. Way up high and take it low. I'm feeling right from head to toe. Light it up and let it roll. Here I go. Are you ready? Ready to go? Are you ready? Ready for more? Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready? Ready and gnarly going, and I can't stop. Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, oh my. Gonna hit it big. I got my eyes on the prize. Oh my, gonna spin the wheel, cash it in and roll the dice. Oh my, it's a thing of gold. All I do is win, all I do is win. Oh my, no, I'll never fold. Start it up, let the game begin. Way up high and take it low. I'm feeling right from head to toe. Light it up and let it roll. Here I go. Are you ready? Ready to go, are you ready? Ready for more, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready? Ready and gnarly going, and I can't stop, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready to go? Are you ready? Ready for more? Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready? Ready and gnarly going, and I can't stop. Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yo! What are you laughing at? Yo! Wait, why am I hearing myself? Yo! Mute your browser tab, Patrick. Mute your browser tab, Patrick. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, fail on Patrick's side. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Just like kept hearing myself.
Sorry.
Like, what the?
Sorry.
Infinite yo loop. Chris is like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Infinite yo.
So sorry.
Infinite yo.
So
oh
sorry.
my goodness. Oh, how's it going, Patrick? A wormhole in the universe. I love that.
And somebody posted a question that I got stuck on, and
Was that the one we were talking about before the countdown, or?
I quit that one. I moved on. I moved on.
All right.
I moved on from that.
Oh, what's up, everyone? All right.
Working.
So Patrick and I had an interesting week this last week. So we're planning ahead a little bit. We're playing with things. We're learning. Patrick educated me on a feature this morning that came out in March of 2022. He also educated me on how the iPhone works. It's all good. I'm learning all sorts of things. It's amazing. The latest episode of Star Trek Picard just gave me goosebumps and all the good feels. Just brought me back to the next generation. It was amazing. Yes. Whoa, and James coming in with gifting 5 memberships. Amazing. Thank you, sir. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We got some new members. We got Van Lessing. We got user 457, Austin, good friend Ian Pike, and then Hachi. All gifted memberships from James Ward. Thank you, James. Very, very nice. Yeah, Picard season 3's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it more so than the last 2 seasons. But that last episode, man, that was good. And then Tom came in just in time to hear the Infinite Yo. So Adam L. So I'm watching it through Paramount Plus on Amazon. So not even CBS All Access. So all right, amazing. Welcome everyone. If you are new to the live stream or GuyaNaCube in general, put hashtag. I almost said hashtag yo in the chat. You can do that too, but hashtag new. Put hashtag new in the chat. I got the infinite yo in my head. It keeps going. Keeps going. That's why it's infinite. So yeah, we love seeing all the new faces. So Chris, hashtag yo. It's got to be 3 O's in that yo, by the way. So that's the official yo is Y and then 3 Yo's. So
3 Yo's.
That's it.
Y and yo.
No. Yeah, why yo? Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. And then just your infinite yo messed me up. All right. Also, shout out to all the members of GuyaNaCube. We appreciate what you do here. If you see folks with the green name or the GuyaNaCube logo next to their name, those are members of GuyaNaCube. And James just gifted 5 memberships out there. So welcome new members. It's amazing. And then if you want to learn more, you can check out the link on the screen or hit the join button down below. No commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out. Yeah, appreciate all the support. It's amazing. I love it. And members, hold your questions until the second half. Chatmaster C will give you the green light to enter your questions during the member-only side of it. So, yeah. So everyone else, get your questions in. We are... also, Van Lessing, you are now a new member of GuyaNaCube. So Chatmaster C, I saw that Van Lessing had a question queued up. Maybe we can hold that till the second half, and we'll do that as the first question on the second half. If that works for everyone. So that'll be good. Yeah. What am I missing? What am I missing, Patrick?
Let's go.
Oh, we need rules. Actually, first, let's go to the news. Let's go to the new folks that are here. So, and Paul said he, don't you dare give away Picard. I'm 3 episodes behind. You got to catch up, man. That last episode was really good. All right. Tool is new. I can't pronounce this name. Oh, Alex. It's Alex. Another Alex. Alex is new. Thank you. Pod Beater. I watch Patrick. Yeah, good for you. Let's see here. 3 does not equal infinite. Yeah, that's true, Matthew. Let's see here. Anyone else that's new? I didn't see. Oh, there we go. Gert's new. Welcome, Gert. Wrath of Roach is fairly hardcore thing. That's nice. And Jake, member for 2 years. Yes. Jake, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then Mark Walter coming in with a super, what are those called? It's not a super chat, it's a super something else. But thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And then Vamsi is new as well. Excellent. All right, rules. Get your questions in the queue. Remember to put Q: in front of the question. Yeah, sticker. Thank you, Mark. Get Q: in front of the question. Chatmaster C is standing by to get them into the queue. 1 time is all you need. Please do not spam the chat. We have a 3-strike rule here on GuyaNaCube. If you spam it 3 times, Chatmaster C or one of our lovely moderators, except for Patrick, will put you in a timeout. So please don't do it. Just 1 time. We get to as many questions as we can. We never get to all of them. So come back next time. All right. Are you ready, Patrick?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
First
Yes.
question coming
Yes.
up. Super something else. I love that. That's nice. All right. Everybody under the age of 25 should be concerned about spoilers for Picard. That's messed up. I get it. All right. Let's go to the first question in the queue. Matthias coming in with the first one. This broke Patrick a little bit. A
little bit.
But we got it. All right. Matthias, I report averages as a bar chart. So it's a result of survey with star rating questions. Now I would also like to report the statistical variance as additional information in the same visual on the bar chart. Any ideas? And so one thing that was brought up in the chat, and this is what Patrick educated me on, was the error bars on a bar chart. It has an upper and lower bound. And that's actually one thing, Patrick, we didn't go back and see if you could even do it on that, because you had a thought, but I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But I had a better way.
Yeah.
I had a better way. And Matthias even said, like, look, I don't want ranges. I just want a single value. So let's head over to my machine. I got an answer for you. And I don't know what's up with that. What's up with the... Let's try this. All right, I'll fix that in a second. All right, let's get... let's see here. So I just have a simple bar chart, Matthias. Look at that. That's what you got. And you want to add something else here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change my visual to a bar and line chart. Amazing. It still looks the same. Nothing happened. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add a line, and I'm going to add my variance. Sales variance. Bam, there you go. And I know it's hard to see, so let's go and let's format this thing. Patrick needed some help finding the format area. He's not used to it. And so if we go to lines, we can change the color, and we can go and make it black. But that's not what Matthias wants. He doesn't want that.
So Chris has said what I'm thinking, but keep going.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a
Chris.
marker here. I'm going to add a marker, and I'm going to say Patrick didn't like the diamond, or didn't like the triangle, so I made a diamond. Let's bump that up a little bit. But that's not... I can hear Matthias now. He's saying, no, that's not what I want. I don't want the janky line there. I don't want the line. So let's change the stroke width down to 0, and bam, we got markers. We just got little dots on our bars that show us where the variance is. You just want a single value. Matthias, what do you think? I'm waiting patiently.
He's
I
not
think he
paying
loves
attention.
it. He loves it. He's so...
Yeah.
Oh, he said super.
Super fast.
Amazing. Yay! It's amazing.
So some of the challenges,
Amazing.
though, but Matthias, go look up the difference between variance and standard deviation. I've been searching the memory banks. I haven't been to school in so long. But when I was taking stats in college, we never used variance. We always used standard deviation. And I was trying to find a site that I could put in the chat that explains there's some differences. Chris, you said don't use it, and so maybe you can remember off there you go, right? It's the square root of the variance, and so it gives you, I think it's a more accurate total. But anyway, that's beyond the scope of what we're talking about. Adam's like, we don't care about that, Patrick. We're not even gonna show the DAX on how we calculate it.
No, we're not going to show the DAX. We're not going to show Patrick was like going off. I'm like, Patrick, we're not even going to show the DAX. It just gives me a value, and it illustrates the thing. Like, go with your own value. Yeah. So, some markers.
Okay.
And I've seen that a lot, too, where people don't, they forget about that, right? So you can just do the markers,
Error
use the
bars.
line to hack it, and get rid of the line. Just use the marker.
Yep.
And there's your data point. Bam. It's amazing.
Boom, Adam.
Problem solved.
Back to school.
There we go. All right. Let's see. Data is king. Could you create a query plan for Power Query video? I did one. I did a video on the query plan. I just did it. It was fairly recent. Hey, Alex, can you drop the video? It was recent. I don't remember the title of it, but I remember I did it. Hey, Alex. Oh, he did. Wait, no, Alex just said, yeah, he just did. Yeah, I know. So I'm like, I just did that video. I was so excited to do that video, too. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that was fairly recent.
Did a lot of people watch that video?
No.
Oh.
It was kind of like a Patrick video, but that's all right. It was really cool, though. There was a lot of cool stuff. Like the query plan thing is amazing. I can't wait for that to be in desktop. Please get it to desktop.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want for Christmas. Is that stuff in Power BI desktop? Alex, make it happen. Here we go. There we go.
Jason say, "Are you sure Patrick didn't make that video? Because no one watched it."
Actually, hang on a second. Hang on, we gotta. Hang on. I'm gonna look really quick. I shouldn't look, but I'm gonna look. How'd we do? Yeah, it didn't do that great. That's okay. All right. So what? We're trying.
That's all right.
More people yelling.
I thought it was a good video.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good video.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna skip Van Lessing for the member side of this because Van Lessing is a new member. So we're gonna go to Chris T. Is the show related tables button reliable when using get data to connect to a database? How does it? What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it depends.
Are we talking about show related? Don't say that. Don't say that yet.
It depends.
Hang on, Kevin. Hang on.
Wait, show related.
If we talk about show related, if I'm in, no, not yet, Christina, not yet. No, wait.
It's too late.
Wait.
I said it.
Right.
All right.
So Chris is already.
Yeah.
So related is on the data set, not the database. When you pull in the tables from the database, there's an option that you can go check for it to see if the relationships are there. But if you don't have relationships in your data set and nothing's related,
that's where my it depends. That's where my it depends was coming from. So it depends on if you have relationships set up.
God, dog it. But it's still important, right? It's not. It depends. It's not. I disagree. Let's disagree. It's not. It depends.
Chewy put in a
-1. -1, Chewy.
Wait, I don't understand. There's a show related tables. Well, okay.
Yes.
Right.
So
let's go over to your desk. Do you have it up? Do you have it up?
Yeah, sure. Let's go over there.
I need to see this because you're confusing me. And I can only imagine.
So if I bring internet sales in, well, no. Let's not bring internet sales. Let's remove this one from the model.
Can I go to your? I'm going to go to your machine.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Here we go.
And I deleted the whole thing. Anyway, I messed the whole model up. So let's say I messed the whole thing up.
Okay.
If I pull employee in, and right click on employee, and if I do, it doesn't even.
You gotta zoom in on it.
And if I go and choose related tables, if there's no related tables, it doesn't do anything. But if I bring in a table that is related, it's gonna bring in the related table. So how is it? It depends.
Well, it depends if you have a relationship.
It doesn't matter if I have one or not. It's still gonna work. It's reliable. It doesn't matter if I have one. If there's no relationship, so if I say add related. Right? There's related tables. If I bring a table that has no relationships, like customer, and say add related, well, it's got relationships too. But if there's any
lots of relationships,
if I bring in table and say add related, it doesn't bring it. It doesn't bring any. So his question is the show related button reliable? Is it reliable? It's absolutely reliable.
And I'm going to go with Matthew
so
here. That wasn't the question.
The
question was about get data. So ignore the show related tables. So here, let me all right, hang on. I'm gonna do this because he's off in left field. It's actually the same answer.
It's not related.
It's the same answer.
But it's not related. It's not related to.
It is related.
Related tables is not related to get data.
It's a different.
It's not related at all.
No. But I'm gonna show. Why is this not coming up?
Oh.
Yes. Now he got it. You gotta forgive Patrick. He's a little slow.
Oh, you're talking about
here. Let's go to my
get data. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's go SQL Server. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! Thank you, Matthew.
I was there from the beginning, and you went off in some like weird spot. I don't even know.
Oh, it depends.
That's why I said it depends. Oh my gosh. Oh,
okay, move on.
No.
Move on.
No, I'm showing this thing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
So where's our internet sales? All right, so we got internet sales. And it's not show related tables, it's select related tables.
Select related, and that's
then
where I got
select related tables, and this is where I was going. Yeah, and death. I knew this would be a good Saturday. And so it's saying, wait, we didn't find any tables because why? There's no relationships in the database.
So is it reliable? Is it reliable?
If there's a relation, it's as reliable as your relationships are, and that's a true statement in life.
But wait, is it reliable?
No, I didn't select it. I selected a view. Hey, Alex.
What I'm saying though, is it reliable?
No, that's not a view. That's a. Oh, that is a view. Hang on. All right, let's do this again. My point's still going to prove, because I don't think we have any relationships in there. Oh, we do have relationships. Look at that, dim product. Of course it's reliable. It's as reliable as your relationships.
That's what I said. It's not depend. It's not. It depends. It is reliable.
It depends.
If there's no. If there's no relationships and it doesn't pick up relationships, that's reliable. That's reliable. Sure. And if it has relationships, it detects the relationships. That's reliable. When is it not reliable?
Okay, it's always reliable. It's as reliable, but my statement's still true. It's as reliable as your relationships. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Let's just go to the next questions.
Right.
It depends.
It's still in it depends.
It depends.
It depends. All right,
yeah.
Rob.
Okay.
Moving on. Okay. Is it possible? Is it possible to grant users with the viewer role the ability to export visuals, a table, export visual data as Excel without getting build permission? Yeah, you need build permission.
You can't do it.
Wait.
You need build permission. I tested it.
Oh, without, so you're saying without granting build permission? Yeah, you got to have build permission. You can still be in the viewer role, though.
You can get in the viewer role, and then the first two options on the export, there's two options, right? But the get underlying data is disabled until you give them build permission. That's what I was doing during the break. You need build. You need build. Yeah.
All right, cool. Was that the question that was the one you were noodling on?
Because I was just testing, because I was like, you should be able to export. And they couldn't export until they had build. Nice. The underlying data. You can export the formatted, but you can't export the underlying without build. Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. That is not an it depends. That's a no.
Okay.
All right, Alfonso. There is any option outside premium capability to automate the exportation of data tables? Well, wait a second. Exporting data table is not reliant on premium. You can do that with a pro license, right?
Is there, well, to automate the export.
Okay.
How would you automate it with pro?
Well, so if I do power automate, right, and I can call the export, that doesn't. Does that require that doesn't require premium?
I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know. But then, like Kevin says, you can use a paginator report and do a subscription against it.
Yeah. Now, subscribing others, that requires, there's something around that with premium.
Toma just said you need premium for that. I haven't tried that, to be honest. I haven't tried that.
I'd have to validate. Yeah, it's just a question. Yeah, PPU is the other option, but that's still premium. Yeah, it's not premium capacity, but then you need it for any user that's actually hitting that data set, so that adds things.
I can't stop thinking about that. I can't stop thinking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jason's saying API access requires premium. No, it doesn't. Maybe for that specific one? Hang on.
Well, because if we're trying to export data, how do we query the data and get the data? But no. If we're trying to query the data and export the data, how do we query it? With XML8, right?
No.
There's an API. Is the export reliable? Though?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come on, let's go.
Yes. So exporting paginated, yes. I get that. Okay. Okay. Did we answer the question? It depends.
You can't. It depends. It depends.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it depends.
All right, we're gonna go with that.
Is it reliable?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Did you see Matthew's comment?
So sorry.
You're a bad person and you should feel bad, Chris.
My apologies, everyone.
Okay.
Not even thinking about that.
GTK. I have a power dashboard where users want to. Okay. Where users want to prompt their own numbers in which they affect the visual. Can't do that. Well,
sure.
Hang on. typically when someone says dashboard, I imply that they really mean a report, in which case, yes, you could do that. Because you could do like a what if parameter or something like that where people can play around with things.
Yeah.
However,
we're talking about a report. We're talking about a report.
Well,
though,
that's
right?
if. So it depends on if we're talking about a report or an actual dashboard. If you actually mean the Power BI dashboard object in Power BI, the answer is absolutely no. But if you're talking about a report and you're just using the term dashboard, then you can do things like a what if parameter. You could do, people are mentioning in the chat as well, Power App embedded in the report. So there's lots of options you can do to do that.
What if I'm in direct query mode and I use dynamic in parameters?
GTK said it's a Power BI report. Bam. I knew it.
Yeah.
It's always a report.
Yeah.
Yes. So people want to ignore the real data. No. So, well, that's where I'm thinking like a what if parameter where they want to do like, basically it's a what if scenario, right? So like, well, wait, I want to say what happens if it's this, right? I want to see what the values are.
Yeah.
That's what if parameters are all about. So yeah, call it a whiteboard or something. Well, so metrics makes more sense because I think that's actually a legitimate dashboard, kind of. But yeah. Oh, Benny.
Ooh,
So
that's a good question, Matthew.
it depends parameter. I love
Hey,
that.
he put a Q colon. He put a Q colon. You
he did put a Q colon.
When you just
Oh my gosh. Yes.
he put a Q colon. You got to
Yeah.
respect
When will the
Q
what if
colon,
parameter
man.
be renamed to it depends parameter? Well, Matthew, the answer there is it depends on whether or not the team accepts it or not. So
We got to add it. Look, there you go.
there you go. All right. But the real question is, will the it depends parameter be reliable?
Oh, God. Okay.
All right,
I'm trying
moving
to
on.
forget that very embarrassing moment of the Saturday.
Moving on. I don't know. You made Daff's day on that because Daff was looking. He was hoping this was going to be a good stream. You came through, Patrick. You came through.
I think I'm going to do a whole video devoted to that particular topic.
All right. So GTK. So for the what if parameter, I thought we did a video on that a long time ago. I thought Patrick did one on it. And then so we got that. And then Alex already dropped a link to a video we did on Power Apps. So Patrick had a great scenario around that. And so, yeah, go check those out. If we don't, let me know if we don't have a what if parameter video, so we can do it. We can do it. All right. AE. Can you use field parameters with a live connection? Ooh.
So you can't create them.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't create them in the
They can
model.
already
They already have
exist,
to be
though.
created.
Yeah.
They should already be created in a data set, and you should be able to use them.
Yeah. So
You can't create them.
well, so but.
So you're
Everyone's
telling
saying
me if they're
no,
created
but
in the
yes.
if they're created in the data set already, I'm
But
sure
if they
I could
already
use them.
exist, if the field parameter already exists in the data set, why can't I leverage that from
Yeah.
a report that's connected to that data set? Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah. No, that works. You've just it's already got to
Yeah.
it's got to already exist. So it depends if the creator of the data set already created the field parameter in the data set, then yes, you can leverage it in a
Yeah.
report. Now, where I think other people are going is if you're saying like, look, I'm live connected to a data set, and as the report person, I want to create field parameters on top of that, the answer there is no. So you can't do it after
No.
the fact. So Yep. Nah, but composite models I don't think works with that. I don't think you can do that in the could you do it in the composite model?
I mean, you could bring it in. You could bring it in. It's just I don't think you can use it to filter the other
Yeah.
model.
I don't know. People are saying you can do it with composite. I don't know that would be performant
can't.
though. Alex is saying limitations. All right, let's look. What are we doing? Oh man. There's Alex bringing us the realism here. You can't create parameters in live connection data sources without a local. No. Yeah. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah. So we're saying though is if you already created the parameter in the data set. It's already, you published it. It's there. And then you just leverage it, right? So yeah, so we agree. You can't, if you're live connected, you can't create the field parameter after the fact. But then it's saying that you can use composite models, the direct query. Yes. In the local model. Yes. Yes. So I think we're all on the same page. We're all saying the same thing. I'm going to make that determination.
Are they reliable? Are they reliable?
It depends.
Chris.
Yeah, we're all saying the same thing. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris. All right. Coming up against time. So using them would allow me to cut down the number of report pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they can switch
them in the
instead of
model.
making a page.
Get them in the model.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you don't own the data model, be nice and buy the person that owns the data model a coffee or something and get them to have it.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Everyone's. Oh Lord. Hang on a second.
One more.
Hang on.
Let's
Hang
get
on.
2 more. We can get a couple more.
Here we go.
I really messed
Here we
that
go.
one up.
Here we go.
Oh.
We'll let people decide. It's all good. All right, so let's get another question in while that lovely poll is going. All right, can I move one app from one workspace to another without the audience to notice? No. Without the need to distribute a new link to them? No.
Move an app? Yeah.
Well,
Move an app.
to move an app, you basically have to create another workspace and then republish an app, and that's got a whole new URL. So there's no way. I mean, they're gonna notice because you gotta re-educate them on that. So yeah. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. We got time.
Oh man.
We got time, man.
Oh man.
Let's heal. We have a view created for timetable. With lowest level
I'll read
of
this
month and fact table also stored data in the same month level. Wait, what?
Yeah,
But then we
Fact
lose the
data's at month
capability
level.
of time intelligence DAX. So fix
Yeah.
the data.
Well, so you gotta move the data down from the month level to the day level.
You gotta be
create
at the
a
right
calendar
grain.
table. Yeah, and then you can use the time intelligence functions. Or if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to modify the model, go to daxpatterns.com. They have every possible pattern to do without. They have like same period last year. They have a different measure without time intelligence in it. So they show you how to write it without time intelligence.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but yeah. Yep.
So I'm pretty sure the poll won with it is reliable at 77%.
All right.
I'm going to go and end the poll for now. So there we go. Here we go. There we go. People have spoken.
boy.
Can we recount?
I think we got
the
one
votes?
more, right?
All right, let's get one
we
more.
got time
Let's
for
get
one
one
more.
more. One more.
Time for a recount. A recount. Oh my God.
Why are we recounting? Was there like a hanging Chad or something on the votes? Or?
Is the poll reliable?
Oh my gosh. When will we have dark mode in Power BI? It depends on whether the product team actually accepts that. But they've pretty much said that it's not a priority right now. So, yeah. Although there was, yeah. So, keep voting it up. Keep voting it up. Keep voting it up. All right. Let's get one more. We're right at the edge. All right, this will be the last one before Chatmaster C clears the queue. All right, I have a receipt column in a table with values like 123 and 123R. Oh, it's a string. Is there a way to filter them out, creating the measure with DAX? I mean, you're basically doing a string filter at that point.
Yeah, they'd have to. My guess. I saw this question and I didn't have time to do something, but my guess is I would create, a list of those and filter them out, and I'd have that list. Then I can iterate over those, just those values, converting them to an integer on the fly, and then it should work. Should work.
Yeah.
You could try something like that, but I need to.
Well, but that's if they're like, what are you going for? Like, what are you trying? How does this data? Like, what are you going after with this data? Like, if the receipt is actually 123R or 123, and you're saying that should actually be 123 instead of 123R, clean that data before you bring it in.
Of course, right?
And then
we know.
and then you don't have to
Always-
deal with the string. Like I don't like strings. I don't like strings.
Yeah.
So filter out
we
meaning
go
like
back up.
oh they're saying like filter them out. Like what is? Yeah, that's a good question. When
Contain
you say
strings. So you could use.
yeah, but contain string. Oh my gosh, that's gonna the perf on that.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
This solution is terrible, right? This solution is terrible. You can filter them out, and so you're right, Pabita and everybody. Do we want to eliminate those from the list? Are we saying 1, 2, 3 R shouldn't be part of the sum or whatever you're trying to do with that measure, or right? Do we go find the strings and get rid of all the ones that have strings and then use those to sum them up? Either way, right? Either way, you got to go. Oh, look. Oh, there you go. You can filter out non-numeric values in Power Query. So do it in Power Query.
You can do it in SQL too.
If you can't do it, you can do it in SQL too. So there's so many different ways. So it depends. Would you say it depends?
Sure. I'll say it depends.
It depends. Yeah, it depends.
Depends on what your goals are, what you're
this is-
trying to
these
do.
aren't-
And, yeah.
These aren't the same dollars. They're the same dollars from last year. They're the same dollars because I accumulated a big stack of them and they just sit up here on my shelf and I just grab a big chunk of them every morning and just keep putting them back in the jar. So not the same dollar. Not the same dollars, man. Got lots of them. They look so fresh. They
Alex,
are. 'Cause
Alex,
don't
I
touch
agree.
them.
I agree with you, Alex. Alex is 100%
What?
right. Like we're all throwing out like different assumptions and guidance and solutioning, but like we need more details
Yes.
to know what are you trying to accomplish? Like where is the actual problem, and then how do we go fix that? So like, you're right. We're throwing out a bunch of things. That's why it depends.
Yes.
That's why it depends.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it
All right,
depends.
so Chatmaster C has cleared the queue. We are going into member-only chat. So what this means is anyone that's a member or moderator can participate in the chat. Everyone else can still watch the stream, but cannot participate in the chat. There were a bunch of questions still left in the queue. I apologize. Like I said, we never get to all of them. If we didn't get to your question, come back next time and we'll try again. If you do have a burning question that we didn't get to, super chats always take priority. So feel free to do that. Just remember to type in your question for the super chat so we get to it. And with that, I'm going to cut over to member only. Here we go. And if you want to learn more about becoming a member, you can check out the join button down below. And then I also put the link in the chat. So you can check out that as well. No commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out. All right. One of the benefits of being a member is you can pre-submit questions at the visitor and producer tier. So we have a few pre-submitted questions. Let's go to question number 1. Hopefully I remembered to do this. Yes. All right. Chris's question. He's got a task to calculate the underlying product sales and wallet share percent per the associations in the mapping table that he provided. Currently, this is achieved via a double treat as against the mapping table. The challenge, can we achieve 1, without a physical helper mapping table, and 2, without an ugly baby mess of if switch statements using a virtual table. So example, using a virtual table. So, all right, Senor Patrick. What are your thoughts?
You got to remodel. I mean, so I will tell you this: the stuff that he provided, the DAX that you provided, it works. It absolutely works, and it works because you got an ugly baby, right? The shape of the model, and I'm just being honest with you, right? Not trying to be. The shape of that model needs to really. You need to spend some time shaping this model up properly, and so the DAX you have. I mean, I don't know how it's going to perform on larger data sets, and I think that's why you're trying to avoid that, especially with the switchy thing. But the only way to really fix this and, ensure some scale is to try to figure out how you can model that differently. Do you want to show? Let me see, do I still have it open?
Yeah. I was going to ask you.
I don't even have it open. Hang on one second.
Open it.
Oh, I do have it open. I do have it
my
open.
gosh.
Yes, I do. Go to my screen.
All right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Right. So everybody look at this data though, right? If you can see the data, and what he's trying to do is these things like auto rolls up to car and truck, and then home rolls up to home, but then there's this other thing that's under the product type. But then I want to get the total for each one of these because I want to find out what the percentage of this is of that. That's how I concluded it, and I hope that that's correct. But how do you do that without having proper groupings and a proper dimension, without making some kind of mapping table? And he made a really good mapping table. I will tell you that. It's a great mapping table that he put together that kind of resolves it and makes it work. But there's no way to relate it because it would produce many-to-manys and you'd have to do bidirectional. But he did some nice, elegant treat as. You know, I love treat as. And so he did some nice, elegant treat as in the DAX to solve this problem. And it works. It truly works. I looked at it and I festered over it. I was like, how would I do this differently? And the only solution, Chris, that I came up with was to model this a little differently. So add some higher level groupings so that I can do some all accepts and things like that.
Get an actual dimension and get that key on the values so we can actually do the calculation. Because otherwise it's like, we don't know like how to relate it. And so that's where you get into all these weird things of, you know, either doing like hard coding it in the DAX with like ifs and switches and things like that, or you've got this weird mapping table because you're trying to simulate the proper star schema, which is resulting in worse DAX, right? So
but his DAX works. His DAX works, and I just don't know if it's going to scale because there's intersects, there's all types of stuff in it.
All right. Chris just said he wanted to see if he was missing something. So I did tell Patrick when we were talking about this, I said, okay, there's two possibilities here where Chris is coming from. Either one, he's just looking to see if he's missing something, and that was the case. I said the other thing is he figured something cool out, and he's testing us. I'm like, I can't figure I don't know of any other way to
I don't know what to do.
Any other way, we're just guessing on what those values are, and I'm like, we gotta hard code it.
No, you're not missing. All right, cool. You're not missing anything, Chris. You're spot on. At least a little remodeling. At least a little remodeling. Yep.
That's a good example though of when you haven't modeled correctly, and you were working with a customer recently where it was just like, whoa, what are you guys doing?
Oh my God. Yeah.
And it's like, look, just do it. So Patrick was working, so he's like, and his suggestion, he had like 5 or 6 things. He's like, all right, we got to clean this up. 5 or 6 things. He's like, but do me a favor, do them one at a time so we know what's actually, so you can measure like what's improving it. If you do it all at the same time, don't come back to me and say, what fixed it? I don't know. So, and they went and threw everything in there, and all of a sudden it was like night and day. Like everything was magical. And of course they came back like, wait, what fixed it? We're like, I don't know. Like it was one of these. I don't put them all back and let's see what breaks it again. I'm like, I don't know. So
they were on a capacity, let's say a P1, and they were running above 100% consistently. And then all of a sudden she made these changes, and then they're like 2%. And she's like, what fixed it? It wasn't her. It was the other people. And I'm like, I have no idea. Let's roll everything back and then do it incrementally and see what's
going to impact production. I'm like, oh, gosh. That's why you have a dev environment.
So, Chris, yes, that double treat ass. I was looking at it. That double treat ass
He's
was
like,
cool.
Ooh, that's
pretty
nice.
cool. That's nice. That's pretty cool.
He was impressed.
That's pretty cool, Chris.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we do have one more pre-submitted from Mr. Thomas. Let's go. If you use a tool that involves XMLA endpoints like Tabular Editor or ALM Toolkit for Power BI development, you cannot download that deployed model from the Power BI service currently. What will happen if you deploy to the Power BI service with the new TMDL thing, TMDL? Will that change anything? So this is the first part of the question. The answer there is no, because you're still editing over XMLA, at least as it is today. And then, so I do know that, you know, the Power BI team is consistently looking at how do they improve that. So it's possible in the future that that might be fixed in a way where you can still do it. I think today one of the things they're doing also is you download it, it'll download it as a live connected report, but you can't download the data set itself. So, and then the second part of this is also, I think you cannot use deployment pipelines in DevOps with GitHub. You must choose one of them. For that one, Thomas, I'm going to go with it depends. Because it depends on what you're trying to do. So, because you can actually call, so if you're trying to use deployment pipelines, you can actually trigger, so specifically with GitHub, there's ways you can inject certain automations in GitHub, like actions and things of that nature, and then that could call the API to call deployment pipelines as part of your workload inside of GitHub. And so you could, So it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish there. So if you actually want the staging areas and whatnot, then yeah, there may be some issues with crossing the streams there. But in certain cases, you can actually leverage both, either Azure DevOps or GitHub. So because you can call the API to promote deployment pipelines, and so you can just wrap that as part of your CI/CD and trigger it from there. So yes, all right, cool. All right, let's go. That was it for the pre-submitted. So let's go to the queue. Van Lessing, one of our latest members. Thanks to Mr. James Ward. So hi, I optimized a measure in the matrix from 10 to 0.5 seconds. Ooh, nice.
Wow, nice.
10 seconds to half a second. That's amazing. But my applied DAX looks crazy. Okay. You saw something like this. Measure over a virtual table. Filter, calculate, select columns. Ooh. I think it got cut off.
Yeah. It says
I don't know
dot.
All right. Van Lessing, if you're still there, help me out with the rest of that. That was too much. We got to break that up into maybe multiple parts. So one thing I'm curious about though is you're saying your applied DAX, that was the fix that got it down to 0.5. So typically whenever I hear like I've got crazy DAX to accomplish this, it goes back to our previous discussion of maybe there's some model improvements you can make. Maybe. I don't know what your ultimate result there is going to be, or like what your data even looks like. So so it depends, maybe. And I don't see Van Lessing.
And I'm all
Oh, there we go. It's a virtual
I'm all
table,
up.
and then I do calculate measure. Well, I get that. So I guess the question is, what's the before and after that gave you the perf gain, and then what is it you're trying to solve at that point? We need to see the example. Of note, Van Lessing. Based on the gift membership, you're actually at the visitor tier. If you want to submit this as a pre-submitted question with an actual example, with a Power BI desktop file, submit that, and we can take a look and kind of go a little deeper. But based on that's there, I don't know what the question is at this point. So that's what I'm struggling with. Oh, you don't know why it's so fast now? I don't know either.
Send us the before and after.
Send us the before and after.
Send us the measure before and send us the measure after.
Yeah, and then we can take a look. And this would be a good exercise too. Like this is where we start busting out DAX Studio and start looking at the like what it's actually doing. And then there's techniques where you can actually break those up into variables and start injecting and seeing at what layer you start getting the perf gains. That's an approach as well. So that's typically what we do. So. But Van Lessing, if you go to the YouTube channel, go to the members tab, you'll see instructions on how to pre-submit the question. Go do that. Then we can take a look and we'll say stay tuned. All right. Yep. Server timings, of which Patrick learned some amazing things, and then Marco corrected him on Twitter. So you're not even listening to me. See,
I loved it. Marco, F9, control
but Marco,
F9, control
Marco,
F9.
Marco, you need to put that comment as a comment on the YouTube video so I can pin it on the video. I couldn't pin the tweet. So, yeah. All right. Paul Cooper coming in. Does Patrick regret my suggestion of the it depends jar? No, not at all.
I love
we love it.
Paul, I love it. Honestly, I love
gives him a
it,
good
Paul.
gives him a good excuse to go get a bunch of ones.
And every time I go to the bank, because I
never
go to the bank. I can't tell you. Every time I go to the bank about once a month, the lady's like, "What do you need all those ones for?"
Marco, the one that Patrick just did on the server timings, the copy and paste. I think it wasn't
you
the
tweeted
VPAX
about
one.
it.
It was the server timings video he just did this last week.
Yeah. You did a tweet saying, "Oh, Patrick, you forgot about the shortcuts."
Yeah, we
Control
forgot the
F9
shortcuts
or something like that.
So you commented on Twitter, Marco, about the shortcuts, but add the comment to the video so I can pin it on the video so other people can see that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Stina, it's not. That's about the extent of what Patrick's doing. Cool. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Marco. Oh my gosh. Why did you do that? What? No. What? All Okay, moving on. Moving on. Well, no. Chris, a common reason for having ones is for the it depends jar.
Yeah.
It's a common reason. All right. Adam coming in. Can Excel file size cause Stack Overflow error in a data flow?
I don't know.
You should have put in parentheses, asking for a friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know. Stack Overflow. If you're getting a Stack Overflow, something else is going on, I would think. That's an interesting error.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, if you're getting a Stack Overflow, I'm going to claim that there's probably a bug somewhere. So probably open a support case and have them look at that. Because the only thing I'm thinking that would cause a Stack Overflow there is if it's doing some sort of loop and it's like just busting the stack on the loop and something janky's going on. It'd also be interesting to see, like, are there other transformations in there that are contributing to the Stack Overflow within a loop on the different rows? That's where my head's going when you say Stack Overflow. Yeah, there's some recursion going on, and maybe because you've got like over 1 million rows in Excel, and with the other transformations, that's why you're getting the Stack Overflow. But I would open a support case. Yeah. And look at your transformations too. See if you can simplify that. So, all right. Cool. I like Stack Overflows. Scott, what is your favorite April 2023 feature? The thing that's been confusing me lately with the April release is because April and March in my head are kind of merged together. Okay. Well, yeah. So everyone's going with the dynamic format string for measures. Like that's like the thing, right?
I like the fact that we can add filters to paginated reports in the service now.
That was a long time coming.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yep.
I think it's great.
Yep. All right. I have an
I had
issue.
to look. So when I saw that question, I had to go open the blog up.
What do you think I just did? That's what I just did. Well, because they come out so fast, it's hard keeping track in my head of. No, I don't Google Matthew. I don't Google. What are you talking about? Google.
I saw the rank and the row number functions. So I'm like, all right, those are cool, but
Also-
I haven't done anything with those yet.
Also, I didn't Bing or Google this because what I did is in my browser, I just typed in blog.powerbi.com because it's April's the first blog on the. I knew that, so I just clicked. That was a shorter route. Less typing.
So-
Well, maybe less typing. I don't know. So yeah. The paginated report thing I think is good. I don't know. Patrick's really about the hierarchies now being supported in the mobile app.
What?
Everyone was really excited about the dynamic formatting string. So
Yeah, everybody was. But I thought you could. Anyway, let's keep going.
All right. Paul Turley, two-parter. I have, and I know this is funny because he didn't put the 1/222. So like as he's typing it, he realized he's like, oh wait, this isn't going to fit in one question. Hit enter and then did the. It was an afterthought on the two-parter. All right, I have a new client heavily investing in Azure Databricks with high data volumes and large dimension models. Need a reliable query folding and direct query. What's your experience with the data lake connector for Databricks at scale?
No, not data lake. Go back. Not data lake. Delta Lake.
Oh, Delta Lake. Sorry.
Delta Lake.
Delta Lake connector. Okay.
I don't have much experience with the Delta Lake connector.
So Alex is really the person that would probably know the most on that. Honestly, the customers I've been working with, I haven't gotten a lot of Databricks stuff, so I don't know. Maybe have them use Synapse? Maybe? Yeah. And Alex just dropped a link in the chat. What was this to? Let's see what he put. Reading Delta Lake tables natively in Power BI. Oh, look at that. What is that?
But it's kind of like, So I would think it's like if I created delta tables in the data lake, right? In the ADLS Gen 2, if I created my delta tables in Synapse, and then I start making updates to my delta tables, and I read those just using, I have some open row sets or something that's reading those deltas, it's smart enough to read that JSON file that's in there to tell me what's the current state of those delta tables. It's pretty reliable. The challenge is direct query, and I think that's what Paul said. That's where I'm going back, is with this crazy direct query. Yeah. And so the performance of it, that's what
perf is always going to be a challenge.
With direct query.
Perf is always a challenge.
Because even with the Delta support, through lake databases in Synapse, when I query them through Open Rosette, I mean, it's not the fastest thing. Let's just be honest, right? So what you could do, what I did when I worked with some of the people on the Synapse team, we did some partitioning in the folders, in the underlying folders, to ensure that it goes after, because it will do row group and column level elimination. And so we wrote those queries, and there's some functions, and I don't know what about the corresponding in Databricks, but in Synapse we added some functions at the time levels or at the partition levels, so that we only go after the data we need. So it eliminated data, and it wasn't going after all the data. And so if you're at Seattle next week, I'm sure Paul will be there at the MVP Summit. I don't know, Paul, if you're there.
Just has to drive.
I could show you the demos we put together when we did the workhouse at Bits. I mean, not the workhouse, the workshop at Bits. And I could show you what we did and how we did some elimination on the Synapse side. So I don't know how it'll correspond to Databricks.
Thomas, Open Rosette, old and slow since SQL.
No, they updated Open Rosette to use another. No. It's much better. It's much better, Thomas. It is.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if that helped you, Paul. Hopefully it did.
Patrick just rambling.
All right. Toma. Rank X. How can I use rank or rank X on tables or matrix built by field parameters, meaning the columns are dynamic? Ideas to offer top-end slicers to end users. So I would think, though, in the measures where you're doing the rank, you need to accommodate for... Can we accommodate for the field parameter in that case? Would think so.
Jeez, that's a good thought.
Yeah.
But in rank X, does rank X or rank, right? If you go, and I haven't looked at rank yet. But if you look at rank, what's the inputs for rank?
Here, put it on your screen.
I'm on DAX.guide.
I know you're on DAX.guide.
Ties, relation, order by. And so I don't know if the order by will accept variables in it.
That's the question.
Because we'll capture, I don't know what order by, so let's look up. So we have to test this.
Maybe put it on your whiteboard. Put it on your whiteboard.
Yeah. Here, that's just going to be more stuff on the one. Can you put it in the chat, in the team's chat? Can you put it in our team's chat?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Marco already answered him.
Oh.
Yeah, and I saw Marco's response about the is in scope for all the potential columns, but I think it's even bigger, Marco, and correct me, because we got to make sure that rank, and maybe you know something that Adam and I don't know already, and you probably do because it's DAX. If once I grab that value, can I use that value from the can I use it to drive the rank function? That's all. Right?
Yeah. All right. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Maybe. The key there is can you if it's going to be dynamic, you got to account for the dynamic nature of it, and then the question is, can you do that with rank or rank X? So, all right. Chris Wagner coming in. Any way to limit a PPU to mimic a P1 or P2? No. Nope. Sorry. That's just a no. I don't have anything else to add there. So, all right, Jason. What is the largest increase in the It Depends jar amount in a single live stream? Well, because there was that one time, I think Kevin was talking about it too. We had the $20. There was a $20 thing that went in one time. I don't remember why that was. But Kevin's
I think
got a
somebody-
report.
Somebody
Kevin's got a
chatted
report.
and said, "Hey, this $20 for the it depends." And the funny thing is, I have a 20 just in case somebody does that again, because I have a couple of 20s up there. So, but look what Marco just said about the other one.
I did,
you can't
I saw
dynamically
that. I
read.
saw that.
Yeah. So.
Yep, and that's the kicker, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is no bueno.
I knew he would know. So.
Yeah. Kevin said one of the Pauls did it. Nice.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but Kevin's got a report out there. I don't remember what the link is.
Yep.
But
Yep.
we need a short link for that, so that I can remember. Wyatt. Wait, Patrick. Wait. Nah, that didn't do it, Wyatt. That didn't do it. That's Canadian dollars.
Oh, that's Canadian.
Ooh, that's
dollars.
Canadian. What is that? What is that in US?
Oh,
We'll take
Maybe he calculated it properly.
Maybe. Hang on.
Let's see.
Let's see.
1646.
Yeah, 1646. Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa.
1625.
I got 1640.
But we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. The 20. The intent was there.
It beats
We'll
it.
take it.
Yes, it beats it. It beats it.
Yeah, Mark coming in with a. He's like, look, I'll bump it up a little bit.
That's it. That's the biggest one.
Oh my god. Oh. And he's coming in with a. Oh, he came in with a second one. He doubled it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Wyatt.
I
And
ain't
Mark,
got no
thank
more
you.
20s. I ain't got no more 20s.
And there's Toma.
man.
There's Toma. Ooh, it's going bananas.
Please,
Matthew's like,
Kevin,
what's happening?
track all
I'm like,
this.
people want to bump up the It Depends jar, apparently. You're all drunk.
Please, Kevin, track this amount because
Yeah, Kevin,
I don't
please
have
track
enough
it.
money now.
Make sure you do the
I
conversion
got no more
correctly,
money.
Kevin. You broke Patrick.
No money. I got-
Broke Patrick.
I'm broke.
Oh my gosh. All right, we
That's it.
got. He's like, I got it. All right, we got 2 more questions and we got 2 more minutes. Let's go. All right. Scott, what SDLC process do you recommend for data set generated with the XMLA endpoint since they can't be exported? By SDLC, I'm thinking of backup versioning. So SDLC, for those that don't know, software development lifecycle. So I'm thinking backup versioning and editing. So yeah, I mean, you've got the model file, right? And so we can version control that. We can use processes, whatever process you want to use to track changes and have a development, have a testing, have a production staging, whatever. Go forth and do that. But like SDLC, like whatever works for you in that context that allows you to do that version control, then go for it. I don't necessarily have a
And
specific
then-
recommendation on which specific one, as long as you can do that.
Right, and then you can back up. You can back up your databases, to ABF files. You can add that as part of it. You can automate it. There's a video somewhere on our YouTubes that show you how to back them up. That
funny.
one of us did. That shows you how to back them up. So yeah.
Yeah. Canadian dollars too polite to break Patrick's bank. That's hilarious.
No,
I love it.
I'm all
I love
out.
it.
I got to go get some more money. I got to go get more money.
Need some more ones, Patrick. Go get more ones.
I do. I'm out.
All right, Scott, hopefully that helped you out. All right, C. Vasquez. Last question in the queue. Let's do it. Oh, no. Mashup data access error during refresh. You got an error, and that's a very generic marker. You need to call support. What can cause that? Lots of things can cause it. It's a generic error. Yeah. Like there was a failure of some kind. So one of the challenges, sometimes the error messages are generic enough to where, well, most of them are generic, to where the error message itself doesn't give you the details. So one thing I would do is go look on the gateway logs. And you can use Rui Romano's tool to even go like track some of those things. But go look at the gateway logs and see if there's additional information around that timestamp. Because that may give you that additional info that you need. So outside of that, if there's still not enough info for you, you got to call support because they can look at back-end telemetry and maybe even see what the underlying error is. But the gateway logs are going to be potentially your friend in that case. So please, please, please. Please do that. And then Alex is saying additional logging. Yeah, so like on the gateway also you may. So one of my questions is this a one-off or is this a recurrent? Can you reproduce the issue? And if you can, we can turn on the additional verbose logging on the gateway, and maybe that'll even give you more info. And then you can go do it. Oh, look at that. Jason coming in with BI Focal, $50, matching the It Depends love. Oh, thank you, Jason.
I got no more money. I'm all out.
Paul had a suggestion too. Error. Don't do whatever it is you're doing.
But yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah,
You were gonna say something else, Patrick.
I forgot.
You forgot, of course.
We hit 100 for the day. This has to be the biggest.
Bananas.
Biggest It Depends day.
Oh my gosh.
Have a reliable Saturday, everyone.
That's
what I was gonna say. When you were gonna ask me, hey, what's your thought of the day? I was gonna say that.
All right. Another great Saturday in the books. Next Saturday, we will not have a live stream because we will be traveling back from MVP Summit. We'll be on an airplane, so no live stream next Saturday. We'll be back the Saturday after that. So with that, everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Amazing stream. Thank you for all the new members, James, and thank you for the super chats, everyone. And we'll see you next time.